5th practice. So it was a good day's work. We got a little nicked up. Justin Davis is nursing a little bit of a hamstring. We just don't want that thing to get any worse. John Plattenberg got a little bit of a hip pointer today, and Vianney is nursing a little bit of a hamstring as well. So we're just, again, the beauty of having the depth that we have right now, we're able to be a little bit more cautious with the guys that do get nicked up, and we're able to put other guys in, and we don't see a significant drop-off or at all at times. So that's some of the stuff we're dealing with right now.
Is Rasheem Green limited at this point?
Yeah, he is. He's doing all of our walkthrough stuff. He's obviously all of the kind of, again, the walkthrough stuff. We're just not ready to put him into real live activity. He's coming. He'll be close. It'll be close for him to be really ready to play in the first game, because by the time he gets back to practice, I want to be fair to him to where he gets enough practice time to play. But he is working. He's getting close.
Anything official yet in regard to blue shirt guys?
No. What I'm going to do, Gary, is I'm going to announce all those guys at once. They technically have to sign grant nades, and we haven't done them all yet, so I'm just going to do them all at once, and so it just takes a little time, but it's going to happen here in the very near future.
When did you first become familiar with the concept of blue shirting, and how can it be beneficial, in the situation you guys have been in with scholarship restrictions?
I looked into it not last year, but the year before, at the University of Tennessee. When Butch got down there, they really did a good job utilizing it, and I was intrigued with how they did it. So I just got into researching it, and then started to try to identify guys in the class last year that potentially could do it. It worked for us, and then we identified about 4 guys in this year's class that potentially could do it. And it's a good way for us, a team that's numbers were down, to try to get our numbers up a little bit quickly. Somewhere we're going to pay the price for it in the back end, right? We're kind of pulling from years ahead. Somewhere we're going to pay the price for it, but I just felt like for our program right now, the more numbers we could get now would benefit us, not only now but in the long run.
How's Ricky Town looked? I mean, with having had the spring under his belt?
He's playing much better than he did in the spring. I'll say that. There's areas that Ricky, we challenged him to improve upon over the summer. I think his arm strength looks much better. His delivery's better. Like every young quarterback, they've got plenty of stuff to work on, but he has definitely improved.
Your early impressions of Sam Darnold?
Sam's playing very well for a guy who's only had 2 college practices. I don't know if we could ask for a whole lot more of kind of what he's been doing. He's shown good arm strength. He's shown really good athleticism. He seems to have a really good demeanor about himself, that he doesn't get rattled when he's back there, and it's not always perfect, and their snaps are low, or you make a poor read or whatever, but he's able to kind of move on to the next play, which is a good trait to have.
From a leadership standpoint, you lost Leonard Williams, Hayes Pollard. Who do you see kind of stepping up on the defensive side of the ball?
I think Antoine Woods, Anthony Sorrow, Sua, Adoree, Kevon really too. But the thing about our defense, what I like about it, and I don't know if you guys have noticed the first 2 days, I don't feel it as individualized. I feel like they're really playing well as a group and as a unit and as a team. And even before we go to certain drills, they're really coming together as a team, and it feels very genuine to me. I watch that kind of stuff closely, and I don't feel like guys on the defense are waiting for another guy to go make a play. I think they're all understanding the accountability aspect of it, that it's my job to do my job, and if a play comes my way, or if I have to go make that play through sheer effort, I'm going to go do that because that's my job and that's what my brothers are expecting me to do. I don't know if we always played that way a year ago, but I think we're starting to develop that identity right now, and so that part of it, believe me, I'd love to have Leonard Williams on our team right now, but I think part of that is they're not waiting for 94 to make the play. They understand they all have to do their job, and they all have to make their play when the time comes.
With Justin out tonight, Trey obviously got a lot of work. How did he look to you?
I thought Trey had a really good practice tonight. I thought he looked sharp. I thought he ran well. I thought he showed good patience, but then good burst through the hole. it was a really good practice for Trey. He got a little more work. It was good for him. I thought Ronald and Dominic both had very good practices as well. I mean, especially early on, I thought Ronald really had some good plays. Dominic had some really good plays early on in some team periods. So we've got some guys back there that we're able to work through, and we're still utilizing Soma some. We're still utilizing Jaleel. So we've got some good packages going. It's fun to have more tight ends than probably people thought we would have, and those guys making some plays too. So it's been good to just kind of involve everybody in the offense right now, and I think that makes us much more dangerous when you've got weapons that you're not real sure where the ball's going all the time.
A couple of the freshmen on defense, you had alluded to them maybe looking at offense down the line.
We're not there yet. That wouldn't be fair to them this early. We're gonna let them kind of mature through the defense right now. There was some, obviously we talked potentially about Yakili Ross. We talked about Isaiah Langley. We talked about Porter Gustin. We talked about Osa Messina potentially. Right now, to be fair to those guys, we're going to let them work through this process of learning our defense and developing in the defense as we assess our offense. So they're all playing, they're all getting a lot of reps on defense right now. As we work our way through it, probably if we do anything, it wouldn't really happen until we do like we're going to do with the Dory later down the line. So we're going to let those guys work through the defense and learn everything and see how far they can take it.